Hello everyone, welcome to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 2. Here I am going to discuss about week 3 answers in NPTEL. Let us see the question number 1. In which of the manufacturing processes the material is heated above the melting point? Option A forming, option B additive manufacturing, option C casting, option D machining operation. The correct answer is option C casting. Let us see the explanation. In certain manufacturing processes, materials are heated above their melting point to achieve specific results, such as shaping or changing the properties of the material. Some of these processes include casting, welding, forging, extrusion, glass manufacturing. So the correct answer is option C casting. Question number 2. The liquid metal poured in mold cavity is called option A forming, option B additive manufacturing, option C casting, option D machining operation. The correct answer is option C casting. Let us see the explanation. The liquid metal poured in mold cavity is called molten metal. This molten metal is typically heated to a high temperature until it becomes liquid, allowing it to flow into the mold to take the shape of the cavity during casting processes. So the correct answer is option C casting. Question number 3. The velocity of molten metal to fill it at the base is option A under root 2g plus h, option B under root 2g minus h, option C under root 2gh, option D under root 2g by h. The correct answer is option C under root 2gh. Let us see the explanation. The velocity of molten metal at the base of a sprue in a mold is typically calculated using the formula that is V equal to under root 2gh, where V is the velocity, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height of the sprue. Essentially, the velocity increases with the sprue root of the square root of h, meaning that higher the sprue, the faster the molten metal will flow at the base. So the correct answer is option C, that is under root 2gh. Question number 4. The dendritic growth is generally found in option A polymers, option B metals, option C alloys, option D both A and B. The correct answer is option D both A and B, that is polymers and alloys, polymers and metals. Let us see the explanation. Dendritic growth is generally found in metal solidification processes, particularly in casting and welding, where it appears as a branched crystal-like structure during the freezing of alloys. Essentially, it's commonly a microstructure observed in most metals when they solidify from the molten state. So the correct answer is both A and B, that is polymers and metals. We can also see the same structure in polymers also. Question number 5. In alloying solidification, the freezing occurs. Option A beyond the solidus line, option B beyond the liquidus line, option C in between the solidus line and liquidus line, option D none of these. The correct answer is option C in between the solidus and liquidus line. Let us see the explanation. In alloy solidification, freezing occurs in the temperature range between the liquidus and solidus lines. The liquidus line represents the temperature at which the alloy is completely liquid, and the solidus line represents the temperature at which the alloy is completely solid. During solidification, the alloy transitions from a fully liquid state to a fully solid state as the temperature drops between these two lines. So that's why the correct answer is option C, that is uh, alloying solidification, the freezing occurs in between solidus and liquidus line. Question number 6. The ingot segregation majorly is found in option A alloying element, option B pure metals, option C both A and B, option D composites. The correct answer is option A alloying element. Let us see the explanation. Ingot segregation is typically more pronounced in alloys, as the alloying elements can segregate during solidification, leading to uneven distribution of these elements within the ingot. This is especially true for complex alloys where different elements have different solidification temperatures or solubility limits. So the correct answer is option A alloying element. Question number 7. During the casting operation, the shrinkage is largely compensated by option A providing gating system, option B providing pouring basin, option C providing riser, option D providing chills. The correct answer is option C, that is providing riser. Let us see the explanation. Risers are designed to provide additional molten metal to the casting mold as the metal shrinks during solidification. They act as a reservoir, feeding the molten metal into the casting to compensate for the volume lost due to shrinkage, ensuring that the casting remains free from defects like porosity or cavities. So the correct answer is option C providing riser. Question number D 8. The draft allowance is option A tapered, option B straight, option C circular, option D all of these. The correct answer is option A tapered. Let us see the explanation. The draft allowance is a small taper or angle applied to the sides of a pattern used in the casting processes. It is provided to ensure that the pattern can be easily removed from the mold without damaging the mold or the pattern itself. The draft allowance typically ranges from 1 to 5 degrees. Depending on the material being cast, the size of the part, and the mold making processes. So the correct answer is option A, that is tapered. Question number 9. In casting of pure metal and alloys, the solidification time is given as option A Ts equal to Cm into V by A all to the power of n. Option B Ts equal to Cm by V by A all to the power of n. Option C Ts equal to 3 Cm into V by A all to the power of n. Option D Ts equal to Cm into A by V all to the power of n. The correct answer is option A, that is solidification time Ts equal to Cm into V by A all to the power of n. Let us see the explanation. The total solidification time is the time required for the casting to solidify after pouring. This time is dependent on the size and shape of the casting by an empirical relationship known as Chorinius rule. Here the formula is solidification time T equal to solidification factor Cm into volume of the casting by surface area of the casting whole square. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 10. In a non-pressurized gating system, the gating ratio is option A 1 is to 4 is to 4, option B 4 is to 1 is to 4, option C 1 is to 1 is to 4, option D 1 is to 4 is to 1. The correct answer is option A, that is 1 is to 4 is to 4. Let us see the explanation. In a non-pressurized gating system, the correct gating ratio is typically 1 is to 4 is to 4. This means 1 for the sprue, that means the vertical channel where the molten metal enters the system. Here 4 means for the runner, the horizontal channel that distributes the metal. Another 4 means that is gate, the channel through which the metal enters the mold cavity. So the correct answer is 1 is to 4 is to 4. In the next video we will discussing about week 4 solutions in NPTEL. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel. For more videos you can watch in playlist.